From protecting our airports now to protecting our public health system, you know, one of the biggest threats right now is bioterrorism. The anthrax attacks, of course, that began in October underscore just how unprepared the system really was. So you might be shocked to find out that three of the top jobs in public health right now are not even filled. Who's minding the shop on bioterror? Here's MSNBC's Jim Bunn.
Chemical and biological agents.
And biodefense, biosecurity.
These are the sights and sounds of America's war against chemical attack and bioterrorism. This is another sound in that same war. The ominous silence comes from an empty office on the 18th floor of a government building just outside Washington, the office of Surgeon General of the United States. On the same day this office is allowed to become vacant, the day outgoing Surgeon General David Satcher departs with no one named to replace him, America continues to wrestle with bioterrorism, including the threat of chemical warfare.
Here at the White House, the departure of the Surgeon General means there are now 3 critical vacancies in the war against bioterrorism. No one has even been nominated, let alone approved by the Senate, to head up the Food and Drug Administration, the National Institutes of Health, or now the Surgeon General's office. And according to a White House spokesperson, no one here knows when that will happen.
Even though the Surgeon General's office has been vacant for only about a week, the top spot for the Food and Drug Administration, responsible for approving drugs like Cipro, has gone unfilled for over a year. And no one has been named to head the National Institutes of Health, where critical vaccine research is conducted, in over 2 years. No one from the White House would speak on camera, but spokesperson Ann Womack said, quote, "We're working diligently. We do not discuss timelines," end quote.
It is a strange coincidence that we have those 3 vacancies all at the same time, because they are 3 major vacancies.
No one knows that better than Dr. C. Everett Koop, arguably the most visible and effective Surgeon General ever to hold that office. Known for blunt talk during the early days of the AIDS epidemic, he was credited by many with calming a frightened nation.
And that I considered my job to be taking scientific information, condensing it to the language of the people, and delivering it in a non-scary manner. And that can be done.
Can't be done if there's
Can be done. It can be done.
It can't be done if there's no Surgeon General, though.
It can't be done if there isn't a figure in government that the people look to and say, we trust him because of a reputation, because of experience.
And there's no one there now.
Not at the moment.
There is, however, Dr. Bill Frist. The Tennessee Republican, the only physician in the United States Senate, has just written a book, not yet released, telling Americans how to protect themselves against bioterrorism.
The absence of a Surgeon General has indeed been felt in this country.
The irony of those words, spoken by Senator Frist, is that they came in 1998, 4 years ago, during the successful confirmation hearings of Dr. David Satcher, the man who just left the Surgeon General's post, and an office that joins a list of other high-level public health agencies that remain empty. Jim Bunn, NBC News, Washington.
And now let's talk about what happened on that terrible day of September 11th for 50